Hello, my lovelies. How are all of you beautiful souls? This is your sister Sparkle Fairy with a message for the collective. Of course, take what resonates, and if it doesn't resonate with you, keep on scrolling. But I feel this energy applies to a lot of people right now, including myself. It feels like transition. Yeah, a big transition. It's almost like standing on the shoreline just before the tide comes in. You can sense something's changing, you just haven't seen it yet. Many of us, have been asking for clarity lately, and not necessarily just about one specific decision, but about your direction altogether. And the message coming through is this: you've already begun becoming the person who can receive what you've been asking for. And sometimes we expect life to change first, the outer circumstances, but actually we change first. Then the opportunities begin to recognize us and resonate with who we've become. The energy feels connected to releasing old identities. Doesn't necessarily mean leaving a job or ending a relationship or moving houses or homes, but for some it might. I know for myself, it means all of these all at once. But more often, it feels like releasing the version of yourself that believed you always had to prove your worth before receiving love or success or peace or whatever blessings. But there's a quieter confidence replacing survival mode right now. And it doesn't announce itself loudly. It simply stops chasing and begins attracting. It's like the hermit energy. One chapter invited deep reflection, and then the next invites hope. You've spent enough time gathering wisdom. Now life is asking, what will you do with it? Healing isn't just about recovering from the past. Sometimes healing is allowing yourself to enjoy the moment without apologizing for it. There's also a strong reminder not to confuse silence with stagnation. Just because something isn't happening dramatically doesn't mean that nothing's happening. Seeds grow underground first before they sprout up and break through the surface. Your foundations may be strengthening in ways you just can't measure yet. That resonates with me. I hope it resonates with y'all. I also sense someone listening who has been carrying disappointment from something that didn't work out. The message here is gentle but direct. Not every closed door was rejection. Some doors closed because they led to a version of your life that you would have eventually wanted to leave anyway. Sometimes clarity arrives disguised as inconvenience. And boy, do I resonate with that one. I've had so many doors closed for me lately, and it's hard not to get discouraged about it. But then you just realize, well, maybe that wasn't meant for me. Maybe there's something better waiting for me on the other side of that rejection. Here's the phrase that keeps repeating: stop measuring your future with the ruler from your past. That's pretty powerful. Many people expect tomorrow to look like yesterday just because yesterday happened for so long. But patterns end, cycles complete, and a single decision can redirect years of momentum in the wrong direction. So just remember that. Don't be discouraged. Relationships are also coming into focus. Whether romantic, platonic, family related, whatever, there's an invitation to notice reciprocity. Who brings peace into your life? Who only arrives when they need something? You know who you are. You don't have to become harder. Just realize who celebrates your growth instead of becoming uncomfortable with it. You simply just become clearer. Healthy boundaries aren't walls, they're doors that have locks. And locks aren't for everybody to unlock, you know? You got to have the key for that. So, career and purpose feel especially active right now, too. Some of you have been waiting for certainty before taking action, but certainty often follows movement, not the other way around. You don't have to see the entire staircase. Just take a step. You only need enough light for the very next step. Financially, the message is one of rebuilding rather than instant abundance. Small, consistent choices, small acts of discipline, small moments of believing in yourself. You got this. Over time, they become a life that's completely different from where you started. So never underestimate steady progress because it lacks dramatic headlines. Like, think of the tortoise and the hare. Spiritually, there's an invitation to simplify. Not every sign needs interpretation. Not every coincidence needs decoding. Sometimes your intuition sounds remarkably ordinary. It says, call that friend, take that walk, apply for that opportunity, or simply rest today. Wisdom often whispers, and fear usually shouts. So the overall energy feels very hopeful, not because everything's perfect, not now, but because your relationship with uncertainty is changing, becoming more comfortable with it. You're learning that peace doesn't always arrive after life becomes predictable. Sometimes peace arrives when you realize you can handle whatever comes next. Boy, that's relatable. If this message resonated with you, take a moment and ask yourself, what version of me am I ready to leave behind? And what would become possible if I truly believed I was ready for my next chapter? Yeah, leave it in the comments. What connected with what you're going through right now? Your perspective might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. And I'm definitely interested in hearing it. So, thanks for spending this time with me, your sister Sparkle Fairy, sending you lots of love and light, blessings your way. I'll see you in the next one.